All right, here we are again live. The Copper Coins channel reveal number 790. This is a 1946D roll. Should be a pretty nice roll. I've looked at the top couple of coins in it. They look nice. It's a pretty roll. So we'll break into it and see what we've got. How about you join me? We'll have fun with it. Hello, Dan. Good day to Mr. McCumber. All right, let's check it out. Coin number 1, sloppy stacks. Let's see. Looking for double die obverses, reverses, and repunch mint marks. Never seen a thing inside this roll before, so this will be a new experience for all of us. This one appears that it could have a doubled upper serif there. I'm going to hold this one to be sure just in case. But this one for sloppy stacks. I look for a marker for this. I'm going to go with these two dots. This one right above the D here and this one right below the 4 there. So we've got two dots there, kind of drawing a line between the D and the 4. First 10 coins, let's take a look at the reverse as well. We do have a few double die reverses known for the issue. These are going to be as close to class 1 double die reverses as you're going to really see on wheat cents. One for sloppy stacks. Coin number 2 now. Frosty. Nothing on the mint mark or the date. Not a doubled I. Nothing up and around the motto or on Liberty. So we've got a normal coin here. Let's take a look at the reverse. A normal there too. So our first normal coin of the roll, number 1 had a RPM or so we think. Coin number 3 now. Stan. Let's see what we find for Stan on here. And it's got some thickness to the top of the 6 there. Don't know what it's going to end up being for us. Is that doubling on the forehead extended to the nose on this one? I'm not seeing anything else that indicates doubling on the obverse, so we're going to move right on by it. That what you see there on the outside of the wheat on the right side there is all machine doubling. It's flattened down to the field, and it takes away from the normal relief of the design. Hub doubling won't. Hub doubling will add to the relief of the design. All right, that one is normal. Let's check coin 4. And that'll go to Sureg. I flip his name around because it's upside down and I am obsessive compulsive, so it has to be right side up for me. And so I explain that to you. Tell you all my inner workings of what makes me tick. I thought I saw something on here. I hope not to be making anyone ill, but I believe I might have seen something worthwhile. Yeah, maybe not. I was looking at the left edge of the D, thinking I might have seen something. worth further exploration, but I only saw it under one lighting angle, which tells me it was an artifact. Leader die state this one is. Nothing on the obverse. Let's check the reverse. This one's turned a little brown with age in the roll. Nothing on that one. That for Surig. Moving on. Coin number 5 now. Coin number 5 is for Carl. Carl, we are looking to see if we can find any goodies. Nothing on the mint mark or the date for Carl. Nothing on the eye or the motto or Liberty. Checking the reverse. Nothing there. Number 6 now. Dirty Water. Going to be having a mystery pull come Wednesday. Here's another one of those. I believe it's another of the same that we had chosen in coin number 1. I believe this is a member of the same die. We'll be having that mystery pull come up Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. $2 per coin. I'm sorry, $2.50 a coin. Did I say $2? $2.50 a coin. Is that right? $2.50 a coin. Screw it. We'll do $2 a coin. And it will be in lots of 5 coins or 10 coins. You can get as many lots as you like. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. Join me then. Of course, you can also join me during the auction tomorrow evening, where I will be offering the sale of said show. It's $2.50 a coin. I can't remember anything. Even my own pricing. I'm horrible. 10 coins at $25. Is that right? Or is it $2? It's $2 a coin. What the hell I'm thinking? I got to get my head on straight. That's what I'm thinking. It's $2 a coin. Thank you, Dan. At one time, I think I charged $2.50 a coin for a while and dropped it back down, so I can't ever remember. It's $2 a coin in lots of 5 or 10 coins. Makes it $10 a lot or $20 a lot, depending on which size you choose to get. And you can get any multiple that you want. There is no upper limit. Dan remembers. Thank you, Dan. Dan, you're going to have to be my on-the-road scout. Every time I get out there and start talking about stuff, you have to be ready to correct me. Keep me from messing myself up. Oh, there we go. Coin number 9 for Jim Fletcher. Nothing there. Let's check the reverse. Nothing again. I tell you what, there's some people out there who know how I run business better than I know. At any moment can tell me what I said 6 months ago. I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago. There, number 11 now for Carl. Back to Carl. Let's see what we get. Let me turn this lighting down to where it belongs. There we go. Better, clearer picture. Showing us a very minor lower split serif. Split to the north there, just a little tiny thing. Not going to be listable because anytime we get this beyond the mid-die state, it's going to disappear completely. And I'm not into listing things that are so minor you can only see them in earlier die state. I prefer everyone be able to be involved in the collecting process. It's not really interesting unless you can really see it, you know? There's a difference in being an anal purist and making sure absolutely everything gets listed that exists, and someone who takes into account marketability and thinking about how the market works and whether or not something would actually participate as a part of the market. And the really, really minor stuff that I skip over is probably not something that's going to affect the market one way or the other. And listing it only makes your line of necessity longer and more expensive. One for Mark. And see, there's another one. Really minor split lower serif, but I just don't think I can go there. Number 14 now. I think I'm just going to go to looking at obverses to see if we can spot anything good. There's another one of those. Has a nice split upper serif. It's pretty wide split even though it doesn't show up very well. You can see that the upper serif has a really strange shape to it. That indentation in the top of it tells you there's two different serifs there. Number 15 now for Mickey. Mickey Man. Got another one of those. Yeah, I mean, see, this has a lower split serif and it has an upper serif up here, and then it has another one right up here. And that, folks, is enough to call a shot. Little tiny flake of a lower serif is not enough. You're also, think of the quality of the optics that you're looking through here compared to the quality of the optics most other people would have, including loops. There's just no way you'd be able to see that in a loop. A few slightly good things, Frank, nothing huge. All right, James Valley. Nothing for real showing up there. Where on the wheat ear sent with the number of wheat grains? I know it's a number of wheat strands, but I can't remember the number. I have no idea what you're talking about, Trip. Yeah, there are a number of double dies that show on the wheat, whether it be the grains or the lines up above. There's another one of those. Eric may change my mind on this, but I'm looking at something that's really minor. Who knows? I'll leave one of them out and tell Eric about it. I'll leave this one out, and if he likes it, he'll go back and find the other ones. But that one went to Dan. Yeah, we looked at the reverse on about the first 14 coins. And this is an original roll, so it's just repeating dies. Didn't find any double die reverses in the first 14 coins. So this one's for Taco John. Nothing going on there. Number 19, Chubby Pop Chaser. Jason, I can tell you're a new guy around here. Allow me to explain and introduce and get you acclimated to what we're doing. My name is Chuck Daughtrey. I am the host and owner of CopperCoins.com and the author of Looking Through Lincoln Cents. Been working on that website for almost 20 years now. And actually almost 25 years. And been adding new die information to that website to the point where we have nearly 4,500 dies listed for the Lincoln Cent. Double dies, repunch mint marks, over mint marks, double die reverse, obverse. And what we're doing now is we're going through an unopened roll of coins that were purchased into during a Monday evening show called the Roll Reveal Show. Participants in this particular roll, I think, paid $4.25 per coin to get their own 1945 or 46D Lincoln Cent that has been checked for very closely for varieties out of an original roll. All the names are over here on the right side of your screen. So, gentleman who goes by the name of Frosty paid for this particular coin. It goes in his holder, and he gets that coin. Between the time that I actually look at the coins and pull them out of the roll and the time the participant receives the coins, they are all mailed to Florida. I'm in North Carolina. They're all mailed to Florida to Eric, where he takes a look at them as well. So 2 experts are going through these coins, looking at them, and he will assign the die number of any double dies RPMs to the coins that we've looked at. And, well, if it happens to be a new variety, one that we haven't found before, the person who belongs to that coin will get the credit for having found that coin, even though it was found for them. And the holder will be replaced with a new flip insert that will show the die number, and we will sign it as the original coin found, the plate coin of that particular die. All of that comes as a part of the process. It's part of the process that you pay for when you purchase the coins. We do this as a service to not only the collector to teach them a little bit more about die varieties and how to collect them, but also as a service to those who look at CopperCoins.com and can get new information on a regular basis, because we are going through these rolls every week, or almost every week, and getting a good shot to people of what we have found, what we've seen, and photographs of said coins for the website. So that is what we've got going on. If you'd like to be involved, you can send me an email, coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. It's that email address down at the bottom of your screen. Give me the email address. Well, first of all, give me your name, your YouTube name, and your real name. And then the email address to which we can send a PayPal invoice, which could be just about any email that you check on a regular basis. Send that to us and we'll get you registered, and you are welcome to participate in any of these shows or in any of the auctions that we have on Tuesday evenings. I agree. Any color of a 1911S RPM is a good color. Coin number 24 now. This one's for Sloppy Stacks. There's another one of our little RPMs that has that split in the upper serif. Relatively easy to see. Some of the plastic from the square tube that these were in, that'll just brush right off. 2 bristles and a little hair. That's all it takes. Or a little breath of wind. That's all it takes to get the plastic off of these coins. You don't have to scrub them. Number 25 now for Surag. Nothing there. $26, Brad. That little tiny split lower serif again. Really hard to tell whether that's going to be anything that's listable or not, but I'll give it a shot. I'll send it to Eric and see what he says. Both of us have to agree, basically 100%, on what gets listed, what doesn't. I kind of made that rule because I think Eric is as good as I am, if not better, at picking what's a variety versus what isn't, as far as the market is concerned. And we kind of work together on that. So all decisions are made by both of us. Now for Taco John. There's a nice one. That's split upper and split lower. That one's a pretty nice one. That one's definitely going to be listed out there somewhere. Also looks like we could possibly have a double die with that extra thickness in the 6. I keep looking to see what eventuates here regarding that doubling. Don't see anything else, so it's probably not going to be a listable double die. Sometimes that 6 will spread out just a little bit because it's the last digit in the date. Closest to the rim usually gets the most of a beating by those presses hitting those dies on the planchets. So many, so fast. Number 28 now for Alex. Oh, another one. Another one. That's pretty. That'll do that. Nice split upper and lower. There for Alex. Same reverse. So same die pair. You got that slash in the U of pluribus. Number 29 now. Chubby Pop Chaser. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That might be another one. Might be. Just might be another one. Let's see what we have up here. It is. Same die pair. Again. Yay, 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Let's take a look at number 30. This one for Stan the Man. That is another double split serif, but I don't think it's the same die pair. I am correct. It's not the same die pair, but it is another double split serif RPM. Number 31 now, Taco John. And it continues. Double split serif again for Taco John on a slightly browned down coin. A bit of a red-brown going on here. A couple of little spots too. Let's have to also remember this is that same die pair back again for another hit. I'm working as fast as my hands will do it. 32, Otis trying to keep the streak going by running some speed through it. That is an RPM. Another RPM. This one is a northeast RPM. Shows on the inside part of the mint mark there in the D. Probably, if we get it at the right angle, we might be able to see where it pokes out on the top. Not really. So, more inside the mint mark than anything else, but that is an RPM for you. Let's see what else we have on this. Oh, pretty nice looking toned down coin. It has some toning to it. Quit. Get my scope light where I want it to be and keep it there. Stay there until you get it right. All right. That's what we've got. Nice RPM for Otis there. Yeah, I've seen those around too, Jason. 83 actually happens to be a pretty common year for that, for one reason or another. Could be that the working hubs started to get old after the 82 transform. And they started wearing out or something. But I've seen it quite a bit on 86. 83, 84, somewhat on 85. 85 is more known for clashes, though. A lot of clashes in 84 and 85. Yeah, die cracks and cuds and things like that are not necessarily what we focus attention on at Copper Coins, simply because this is more of a die variety type thing where we're just looking for RPMs and double dies. Not much beyond that. Coin number 34 now. Mark. Let's see what Mark comes up with here. Got nothing. Yeah, wait a minute. Looks like it could be another one of those RPMs. Could be. On the inside of the D. We'll hold it out and take a better look at it. Can't be sure one way or the other looking at the angle I'm looking right now, sitting 3 feet away from the microscope. But we're going to hold it out and check it because, well, it's my show and it's free. There's another one of those with a nice upper serif. Nice split in the upper serif. That's number 35, now 36. Alex. It's another one of the ones with a little split in the lower serif. Little tiny one. Little baby split. This is Mark's die. We're going to be watching to see what we can come up with out of that from Mark and everyone else here who has captured one of those little minor split serifs. See if it's going to be something listable. Keen Eye Collectibles, hello. Good evening to you. Got another one with the split upper serif there. Nice little split upper. Wrong channel. Stick around. Wrong channel. Oh. Are you also Keen Eye Collectibles, Eric? No, it's me. It's really me. Do you believe me? No. I'll never believe you. How are you, Eric? The right channel, the best channel, right here, the Copper Coins channel. Urka shows up. Urka has been a stranger of late. We must remind him, you do not avoid your family. Your mother told you to avoid strangers. We are not strangers. How am I? I'm kind of coming over a shell. I'm winning. Winning. There we go. There's another one of those. Nice double split serif. This one's from Mr. Fletcher. I'll give Mr. Fletcher his coin. $2026 will be the last year of the cent. That doesn't really hurt my feelings. We still have all these ones we do have. They're not demonetizing the coin. They're just not going to make them anymore. So it really doesn't affect the current supply. It will affect the future supply, but not the current supply. What we get now is what we've already got. There's another one. Upper split serif there. Pretty nice little coin. This one for Jeff Dunn. Yeah, but not making new ones doesn't change the old ones. And the old ones are what we really care more about anyway. What could really change the hobby wholesale is if they decide to demonetize the cent and make it so you can't spend them anymore. Then all of the coins, all of these 1 cent coins people are holding on to, then become collectibles forever because you will not be able to take them to the bank. But for the time being, that is not the case. They're still spendable coins with at least a 1 cent face value. So that does not affect the overall value. Still hasn't been made legal to melt them. However, that could happen after they decide to stop making them. There's another one of your little tiny lower split serif coins there. That one's for Mr. Fletcher. Number 45, Dirty Water. Now, hoarding is going to be something that'll become less common as these coins get further and further away from being part of your pocket change. Most people, out of fear that they will lose all their value altogether, will stop hoarding them and start wanting to take them to the bank. Is that true, Mark? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know the ruling on that. Chubby Pop Chaser. Be interesting to see how they're handling things in Canada now. There is a lower split serif for you. Yeah, how they handle this in Canada, because they quit making the 1 cent coin a number of years back. And in doing that, I don't know where they have created a glut in the number available. There's another split serif RPM there. I don't know if they have created a glut in the availability or whether the availability is thin. I don't know if places quit accepting them. I don't really know. Well, it's a part of it, Trip, is that they're just, first of all, the zinc cents are not worth melting. And the ones that are predominantly copper have enough zinc in them and have enough other contaminants and other things that most people that deal with copper on a regular basis don't want them. Don't want to melt them, don't want to use them for anything. The idea that they suddenly have value because they have 2 cents worth of copper in them doesn't really help you if you can't find anyone who will smelt them for under the 2 cent cost per coin. Because you're going to have to pay to have them smelted. They're not just going to take them. So, unless you've got a lot of very cheap natural gas at home with a crucible and all the proper materials to melt metal and hopefully a really good gas mask, don't know what you would actually do. Here's one for Stan, the last coin in the roll. Let's take a look at it and see what comes of it. Got nothing there, nothing on the obverse that I can see. Might as well check the reverse while we have 1 coin left in the roll here. And very anticlimactically, we have nothing here at the end of the roll. I do appreciate you guys joining me this evening. Come back tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. for the auction. We'll have an auction where we'll be offering a number of rolls and nice coins, some original rolls, other nice stuff. And then Wednesday, we will have a pull, $2 a coin. I've now established that in my own head that it is $2 a coin. $10 for 5 coins, $20 for 10 coins. We will be pulling, doing the game, bonuses, all kinds of free stuff, silver and other stuff like that to come your way. That'll be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can join me tomorrow to buy your spots and Wednesday for the show. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening.